This is how you know this is the difference between a Gen X or Gen Z, I'm sorry, versus a millennial. A millennial wouldn't dare, okay? Just the respect in general from this Gen.
I'm gonna read it. All right. Where did you go? I'm with dad. This is a mother and a daughter's text thread. She said, okay, did it seem like you liked the car? Here's the daughter's response. I don't. I was expecting to get a Benz or a BMW. I appreciate you, Mom, but it's just not my style. You drive a G-Wagon, so me driving a basic Honda is weird. Here's the mother's response. You realize you just graduated high school, right? You have a roof over your head. You don't have to pay bills. College is paid for. You don't have to rush and leave home. Your life is set. So to sit up and tell me you don't like a car I paid cash for, is crazy. That's very ungrateful. Actually, you don't appreciate me. If you appreciated me, you would drive the car and not storm off with an attitude and leave if you're not going to drive the car. Oh, and leave. If you're not going to drive the car, I will sell it. I'm not going to kiss a child's butt. I'm 45. I worked hard for my G Wagon. Your something graduation. You're trying to. You didn't. You didn't work hard for anything yet. How dare you? Let's let the video play.
What is it, Gen Z to the millennials is crazy. If y'all haven't seen this, read. Just you can pause to read for yourself. But I'm just still in awe. This little girl's mama bought her a car. It looked like a brand new Honda. Okay, she got it for her. I don't know if it was for graduation, whatever it was. The little girl must have been upset. So the mom texted her asking where she was. She said, I'm with my dad. She said, you didn't seem to like the car I got you. She was like, I don't. I was expecting to get a Benz or a BMW.
It's crazy.
I appreciate you, Mom, but it's just not my style. You drive a G-Wagon, so me driving a Honda is weird. That's what got me right there. It's weird. What do you mean it's weird? You got a brand new fucking car. It doesn't matter if it was a Honda, a Toyota, whatever it is. Your parents, if they're able to buy you a brand new car, that means that they're doing well for themselves, which is why they probably have a G-Wagon, Range Rover, whatever it is, Benz, Mercedes that they're driving. But you're a child. And
I see what it says. I couldn't find that word. It says you're a teenager. You're a teenager graduation. I was trying to figure out what that word was when I read it, but I couldn't find it.
for your first car, you don't need to be driving a G-Wagon or anything expensive because
Right.
God forbid anything happens, you're not paying for their insurance. You're not paying for anything. They are. So the fact that you don't gotta do any of that or pay for any of that, and you get yourself a brand new car and you're upset over the type of car that you got, is insane to me. I didn't even have to read the mom's message back to her because mom mode in me just got irritated. But how ungrateful are these fucking children? Like, it's people out here that don't have no car at all, busting their ass, working their ass to get a brand new car, and you as a child, for a graduation gift, got a brand new car. Again, that's under your parents' name. Insurance is under your parents' name. You ain't got to pay for nothing. Probably not even gas if they got it like this to get you a brand new car.
I'm gonna let her finish, but I do want to say this. At some point, you have to ask the question: how did they raise her? Why would this child's expectation be a Benz or a G wagon? You know, because I just want to play. I want to be an advocate. Like, I do disagree with the child's lack of gratitude and understanding of how money works. Obviously, the child doesn't understand it, but it makes me wonder. It just makes me wonder if the child has been getting like expensive clothes, expensive gadgets like phones and anything she asked for, expensive purses, because how do you just expect an expensive like a Benz or what did she say, or a Benz or a BMW? Like that's a type of exposure, but also like that's a type of taste that you develop from your environment. And I'd have to think that her environment at home was very pleasant, considering her mom said, your college is paid for. You know, of course, she's not paying any bills. Well, because some kids actually are paying bills when they're living in their parents' house. You don't have to rush and leave home. So her mother wasn't like sending her off home. The car was paid for cash. So to me, just critically thinking through this, it seems like there's more to this conversation that needs to be had about how she even had this expectation. Was there a conversation about what the mother could afford? Was like, have they spoiled her in a way to where they buy her super expensive things? Does she hear them talking about expensive things and stimulating that appetite in a way that her expectation would be that? Again, this is not about me agreeing with the child, the daughter. Well, she's she's not a child anymore. She graduated high school. It's not about me agreeing with this ungrateful graduate. It's about me trying to understand why would she feel this way? Because I grew up, my friends grew up, none of us expected this. Because in our environment that we grew up in, we knew our parents couldn't afford even a brand new cash car for us, like a Honda Accord. What? I remember my granddad used to give my cousins, like all of his grandkids, cars when they graduated. They were always used vehicles. You know, so to get a brand new Honda Accord and you're grateful, there's more to this story. And yeah, I still agree with the mother, but I think you have to consider how the daughter came up with this expectation. Let me let her finish.
And you're talking about it's weird that you got a Honda because your parents drive a G-Wagon? Talk about fucking ungrateful, okay? Like I said, a millennial would never. I would have took this car and ran. Thank my parents
Yes,
every
they
single
would.
day for getting me
Millennials would do
a
the same
brand
thing.
new anything after graduating from school. Ridiculous.
This has nothing to do with what generation you were born in. This has everything to do with just as my personal take. This has everything to do with an expectation that was set in that home that this young lady thought her mother or father or both could afford to get her a BMW or a Benz. You don't develop this type of taste honestly on the back of your parents if they haven't been, you know, exposing you to expensive things and purchasing it for you. You just don't. You don't. I know children can be illogical, but I just don't see this young lady being that illogical on her own without being exposed to it. Again, she's still ungrateful. The mother is still right. They set her up well. Your college is paid for. You don't have to take out student loans. Your car is paid for. You don't have to rush to leave home. They did what they were supposed to do. But I'm not just going to let them make it seem like this young lady just developed this type of taste and she just developed a lack of, like an ungrateful mentality out of nowhere. Nah, that didn't happen out of nowhere. It usually doesn't. Like, this could be a one-off, but that's usually not how these things happen. Usually children are being spoiled in a way that makes them believe their parents can get them whatever they want. And they've talked about this stuff in their home. They've been exposed to it. I didn't even know what a BMW was. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had gotten a bicycle at graduation, that would have been like, wow, that's so cool. Because I just did not have any expectations, nor did I have even the slightest inclination that my parents could afford to buy me a car. So, yeah, it's more to the story, and it's not a generation thing. There are millennials who behave the same way. I forget, there was at one point in time, like, this guy had bought his girlfriend a used car. It was like a Camry. It was older. And these were millennials. They were like saying, like, girl, take that car back. If that's all he can get, then you don't need to be with that man. Like, just silly stuff. We are some ungrateful people. And I'm not just saying we as in y'all. I'm talking about there are moments where I'm not as grateful as I should be. And I have to repent to God for not being grateful for all the blessings he's bestowed on me. You know, I'm not the child of some celebrity. I didn't grow up in a well-to-do home, but I still have so much to be grateful for. So I think there's just more to the story, more context that should be shared. But if I had to say anything, we all need to learn how to be grateful. And we all need to be, you know, aware of what expectations we're putting out there when we're doing things, you know, especially for children. Like, let them know, like, keep it real. You know, don't lie to them. I'm not saying say too much, but you gotta keep it real. Don't be lying to these kids. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Don't forget to connect with the brand online, www.there'shopebrand.com. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.